Hey, what's up, you guys? Welcome. Whether it's your first time with us or you've been with us for every episode, this is episode 9 here at the Players Club, a podcast by the players for the people, and I'm your host, Darien Rencher. Welcome to week 9 here at the Players Club. Last week we had a bye week. You know, like everybody in college football, you have a week where you just take off, reset, you regroup, but we're coming back better than ever, and I'm excited about it. And this week we got one of my really good friends who, man, it's crazy how things just transpire throughout your sports career. Like, you guys are playing at home, you never know how things can work out. But one of the guys I actually grew up playing AAU basketball against now plays at the rival school down there in Columbia and is having an incredible year. His name's Jaylan Foster. He's a semifinalist up for the Thorpe Award for the best DB in the country, and he was a walk-on. Yeah. And so, yeah, you guys are in for a treat. He's got an incredible story. We're from the same area, so we've been following each other for a long time, and so it's cool to see both of us now doing our things at the two biggest schools in the state. But yeah, we'll get to the rest of that later on in the show. And like always, get to you guys' questions you guys send in. Always appreciate that. But first, I want to talk about where we are in college football right now. Last week, we had a big win against Florida State. And no matter the record, I think people are better than their record, especially this year. But, man, Florida State's always going to have talented guys, and they'll come out and play, especially against Clemson. And so, and honestly, the past 10 years or 11 seasons, the ACC champion has been decided between Clemson or Florida State. So it's always a big game for us, no matter what people say on the outside. It's like, we're playing at Florida State. So it's a big win for us, especially where we are in our season. Coming off a loss against Pitt, we needed a big win to kind of give us some momentum going to this home stretch, because all coaches are saying across the country right now, September's great, October's awesome, but people remember November. And so it's a big month for everybody in college football, and for us, it's like we got good momentum going to this month to see what can happen and what could be. And so, like I said, last week was a big win in the Valley. Still glad our Clemson fans are still rocking with us after, you know what I'm saying, an interesting season. But I believe it's gonna finish really well. And then the rest of college football, man, this season is probably the most unpredictable one. I thought last year was crazy, but this year is crazy just as far as actually performance. Like, what is going on each week? Somebody in the top 5 loses every week, or top 10. Like, it's no consistent, like, it's a couple consistent teams, but somebody's losing every week. And it's really exciting to see. Like, I feel like this is what you dream of in college football. Like, it's like you never know what's going to happen. And this week's a big week in college football as a whole. The playoff rankings came out this week for all the teams of how postseason could play out or should play out. And also, people are starting to sit in a Heisman finalist for who they think is going to take it all. And I'm just going to use this time right now to say kind of like my top 3-ish guys I think that are balling, that have caught my eye, and I feel like they caught college football's eye. I'm going to go off top. Bryce Young, even though they lost one game, I think Alabama still showed that they're super dominant. And him stepping into that role after Mac Jones and, like, not skipping a beat. Dude's been smooth. They've been steady. Their offenses, they're doing what they do. So I would say Bryce Young's definitely in the conversation. Matt Corral down at Ole Miss, him and Lane Kiffin are just dialing it up. And obviously, you guys, their team, they've lost a couple games. But, I mean, they're putting up numbers. Like, numbers. And especially him. He had that one game. We had like 7 touchdowns. I hit my microphone. Sorry, guys. And then I would probably put, as a running back, like, I'm always going to support any guy who's just putting up crazy numbers. Kenneth Walker from Michigan State is going berserk. Like, you look at some of the numbers he's had, some of those games, 200 plus on 20 carries and couple, like 4 or 5 touchdowns in a game. It's like, you got to put him in the conversation. And then I hear some buzz about defensive guys, and maybe you guys, y'all let me know in the comments or something. Like, the only defensive guy I really would put in a conversation like ever is like Tyrann Mathieu. Like, I feel like as a defensive guy, you really gotta you gotta be super special. Like, I'm not saying there's a lot of good defensive guys that are out there, but you gotta be like, I don't know, you gotta be doing something crazy like to win the Heisman. I feel like the Heisman is definitely an offensive award, and so like I hear some of the buzz about defensive guys, but I don't know, to win the Heisman, I go win the Jim Thorpe Award, or, you know what I'm saying, the Ben Derrick Award. Yeah, all those things. That's nice. But to win a Heisman, I feel like you gotta you got to go crazy. And I don't think anybody's just doing something spectacular like Tyrann Mathieu did. Yeah, so that's my top 3-ish for this week. But we'll get back to that in a couple weeks. We'll see how everything plays out these next couple games. And we'll see who's kind of left standing as far as like who's still got the clout to win that Heisman. But coming up next, from down the road at South Carolina, my good friend, defensive back, Jaylan Foster. Hey, what's up, everybody? Joined by one of my good friends, Jaylan Foster, local South Carolina product like myself, 6-year guy, been around for a long time, but now also one of my rivals. So, cool story about us is, bro, we grew up playing AAU basketball against each other growing up. I ain't gonna say who was better. We both were better guys in our team, you know what I'm saying? But football looked more promising, and here we are. But welcome to the show, bro.
Yeah. Thank you for having me, bro. Thank you for having me.
Yeah, man. I think you've had but your journey has kind of come to you know what I'm saying, a tipping point this year. Leading nation interceptions, Jim Thorpe, semifinalist, bro. You're doing your thing, and so really just I think people are watching you, and I've been blessed to kind of see, just like in my own story, just kind of see the behind the scenes, all this went into what you do, bro. So I just want to get into that, unpack it. But coming out of high school, tell the people where you're from, and where do you think football could take you, like coming out of high school.
I'm from Grit, South Carolina. For those that don't know, a little city between Greenville and Spartanburg. Attended Burns High School. Attended Burns High School in Duncan. You know, coming out of high school, I thought football could take me places, you know, I couldn't take myself. I wanted to use it as a platform, you know, just to showcase my talent, but also provide for my family in any way I could.
For sure. Also, people that know South Carolina football, I ain't gonna lie, y'all ain't what y'all used to be. When you played Burns back in the day, it was like playing like Alabama, Ohio State, Clemson.
Yeah.
Maybe not Clemson this year. You know what I'm saying? We still Clemson. You know what I'm saying? But y'all know what I'm saying. Like when you play Burns, you better strap up and yeah. So, bro, get into that. Just so when you obviously played at Burns, powerhouse, and then you left. Talk about your recruiting process. I know you ended up at Gardner-Webb. So what was that like leaving high school, going to college?
I say it was difficult, just because, like you said, I was at a powerhouse in South Carolina. So I felt like with the things I did there, my recruitment would have been better. But I was blessed still to have 10 offers from a lot from not on from FCS schools, my bad. But yeah, man, Gardner-Webb, they showed love from day one. Was at the school every week. Went to visit, showed love at the visit. So that ultimately felt like the place I needed to be to start my college career.
Right. So what was it like? So talk us through, how many years were you at Gardner-Webb? Like, what was your Gardner-Webb process like?
So I was at Gardner-Webb for a semester. The summer, I got there in the summer, and I stayed through the fall. That process was kind of difficult. I didn't get the whole college experience that I thought I was gonna get going to play college football, to be honest with you. So that was kind of difficult. Just not really experiencing college football how I thought I was. It was frustrating at times, but I just kind of just put my head down on work, just let my play take care of everything else and lead me to where I needed to be.
Bro, so just for people, you know what I'm saying, unpack this a little bit. When you was at Gardner-Webb, you were kind of doing the same things you're doing now, just nobody saw. So, like, what were your, you know what I'm saying, your freshman year? Like, I know you made a couple plays. What was your highlights of your freshman year at Gardner-Webb?
It's crazy because I had the same total amount of picks that I have now. So I had 5 my freshman year.
That's nuts.
Yeah, I didn't start probably the first 3 or 4 games. Came in, the corner ahead of me got hurt. Came in, first game I came in, caught a pick. Then after that, it was on. Just was finally able to get my opportunity, and when I got my opportunity, man, I just wanted to take advantage of it.
No doubt, bro. That is crazy, man. It's like, yeah, I feel like the world finally getting to see what people have known for a while. But what gave you the what gave you the confidence to jump to the SEC?
Man, I'm gonna go back to the AAU basketball days. Just being able to compete, every weekend somewhere around around the states, just competing against different dudes who dogs, And then AAU, you got to be a dog. If you're not a
Exactly.
dog, you're not gonna be able to compete. So that mindset kind of just set me up. It helped me out a lot with football. Just wanting to be a dog, and I felt like I was a dog, so I wanted to compete with some more dogs.
No doubt. What was that process like? So I mean, you left Gardner Webb, you entered the transfer portal. Like, did you know you were going to Carolina? Like, what was that process?
Nah, I didn't know. Back then the portal was different.
That
You
is
had to
true.
go to the coaches. Had to go to the coaches with a list of schools that you were thinking about going. And I honestly just put South Carolina schools on there just because I knew the coaches weren't gonna let me go anywhere else in North Carolina.
Right.
Anybody else they played, they weren't gonna let me go. So I honestly just put all South Carolina schools, and then I just kind of reached out to people I knew at different schools, and this opportunity presented itself.
What was the? Because I mean, I just kind of put together. But what was the connection to get you to Carolina? You know what I'm saying? I know you're a high school coach. You know what I'm saying? What was that like? Like you text him. He's like, bro, come here. Like tell people about like kind of like how that like transpired.
Uh, it's crazy because after South Carolina had played Clemson in Clemson that year, and I ain't gonna say
So
what
that
happened,
was
but how
that was
they
my yeah 2016. That was a rough one. It's a rough one.
yeah, so yeah, just watching that game, I was actually there, and I hit up my former teammates Jake Bentley, Travis Dawkins, and I was like, yo, like I feel like I can come in and help, like just what I did this past year, and y'all know what I've been doing growing up, so I feel like I can come help, and then just got in touch with a couple more people down here, and it took off after that.
Right. And so when you came to Carolina, did you walk on or you on scholarship?
Yeah, so I had to walk on because I was still technically under a scholarship at Gardner Webb,
Right.
so I had to wait the whole school year out. So I just had to walk on, and then just after that, find my way and get my scholarship like that.
And I would just say, like people see, you know what I'm saying? People see Nations leader interceptions now, the Jim Thorpe semifinalists, all those things, like lead on y'all's team. But like you walked on. So what was that process like as a walk on?
Oh man, it was difficult. Just because sometimes you feel like you deserve more than what you were getting, and
For sure.
you really can't do anything about it but just work.
Exactly.
So it was very hard. It was times I just sat in my room and cried about it because I was like, I know I'm supposed to get this opportunity, but I'm not getting it. What can I do better to make sure that I get that opportunity? So
Right.
it was very difficult. It was very difficult.
Bro, I'm telling you, we on the same page. Cause I mean, like, especially when, there's different types of walk-ons. Like just keeping it honest. Like for the people listening, like
Yeah,
you
yeah,
got guys who know a coach and like they might have played with coach back in the day and they uncle knows somebody and
yeah,
whatever, and they got on the team and they ain't never gonna see the field. Like that just is
yeah,
what it is. And then you got other walk-ons who honestly just by way of their journey ended up at the school they are at, and honestly maybe better than guys on scholarship. But at the same time, it's like there's a thing. You know what I'm saying? They offer these guys. They went and told their families, "Hey, we're gonna play your son." And so it's just things that gotta kind of take place
yeah,
in order for you to finally get your shot. And so, like, bro, I definitely understand and feel you on all that because it is different. Like I
yeah,
think because we both have gotten to play and made opportunities at big schools, but like I wouldn't say we're like the typical walk on, and definitely not you. You know what
yeah.
I'm saying? So, um, yeah, I think on that same note, bro, what was it like finally earning a scholarship?
Oh man, it's a moment I still can't put into words. Just knowing that the hard work paid off.
For sure.
It didn't happen exactly when I wanted it to happen, but it happened. God's plan always greater than our plan. So,
Indeed.
just kind of, knowing that, it was a moment, like I said, I still can't put into words. Forever grateful. That's really all I can say about it, honestly.
Bro, how long, like, I think that's always like kind of interesting part to ask walk-ons when they get put on scholarship. How long was it, like, from the day you got there until you got put on scholarship? How long was that time period?
Let's see. So I got here in spring 17, and I didn't get it until fall 20. So it's probably about three, 2.5, 3 years, somewhere around there.
That was really spot on to mine too. I got put on going to my third year, so like I was there. It was like two and some change. And bro, it always like you deserve it, but it always takes way more work and way more time.
Yep.
And you really thought it was gonna take to get it.
Mm-hmm.
What was it? So what was it like the first couple of years? Like, did you have to take out a loan? You know what I'm saying? Because that's some stuff that people don't understand. When you walk on, like they're not paying for your stuff. You get to eat the food and keep the gear, but they ain't like you got to pay for school.
Yeah. So really, man, my dad, he was just like, I'm gonna handle all that. Don't worry about it. I'm gonna take care of all that. Just worry about playing, working, and making sure that you get the opportunity that you want. So really, I don't know too much on that side of it because my dad took care of all that.
That's love, for real.
Yeah, most definitely.
Exactly. So post getting a scholarship, like what was it like finally battling for time?
Oh man, it was a relief. Because I knew once I was able to actually battle for some time, I was gonna get it. No doubt in my mind. It was a relief. Now I can actually play free. Really have fun with it. Knowing that the work that I'm actually putting in is gonna show. So it was definitely a big relief.
Indeed, bro. So all right, you having a great year, bro. One of the best years but one of the best like kind of stat lines of college football for a DB right now. How has this year been for Jaylan? Like, just tell the people, how has this year been for you?
It's been great. Been having a lot of fun on and off the field, with everything that's coming. Just been having fun with it. So I say it's been great. Just being able to show the world, what God has blessed me with. It's just been great. Great.
For sure. All right, so people, one interception, you know what I'm saying, maybe luck, two maybe luck, three maybe luck, but bro, getting 5 and on up there, you probably get some more this season. It ain't luck. So what goes into making those plays?
Preparation. Just week in, week out, making sure I'm prepared. The more prepared I feel, the more confidence I play with, and then just finding the ball. Once I find the ball, get my hands on the ball, I'm catching, I'm coming down with it. Just that receiver mentality that I had, playing receiver in high school, just wanting the ball. The only way you can get the ball is on defense is taking it away. So, that's just my mindset. Like, only way I'm going to get it is I'm going to have to go get it. So, that's it.
Speak on this. I think one thing is, like, you kind of, even when you probably tell your people closest to you, but you don't really put it out there because you don't want people to think you foolish. But, like, when did like playing pro ball become like a real reality for you? Because I think has it happened now? Or you feel like it's kind of happened? You always had that thought in your mind. Did it go away at some point? Mm-hmm. As far as like going to the league, like how has that been?
I'm gonna be honest with you. That's always been a dream. I feel like that's kind of every college football player dream. But probably really last year when I started to start those last 5 games and actually producing on the SEC level, I was like, okay, like if I can do this for a whole year, like that dream is actually gonna have a chance to come true. So probably more recently now, like than ever, like it's definitely gonna come true.
Love to hear it, bro. All right, I know we got some South Carolina fans tuning in. How has it been playing for the new coach?
It's been amazing. Coach Barron, man, he brings excitement every day, positive energy every day. Whether you mess up, do something good, his energy is the same. It's been amazing. I feel like he's gonna really turn this place back into something special. He really is.
Who do you model your game after? Who's your favorite player that you model your game after?
Tyrann Mathieu, most definitely. Tyrann Mathieu.
That's a good one.
I just like that mindset he played with, man. He's a go-getter. He's going to get the ball, making plays. I just like that's the mindset I have. Just a go-getter.
We play y'all in a couple weeks. I'm rooting for you. I want you to know I'm rooting for you. But how you feel about the game?
I really think we're gonna take this one. This is a year. It's finally gonna be a close game. Y'all coming to Columbia, so I think we're gonna pull it out. We definitely gonna pull
Bro,
this one out.
and as much as I want to argue with the close game, I can't like. In my head, I feel like hopefully it's not gonna be a close game, but obviously by what has happened this year, it could be a close game. And so here's the thing. That want people to know is like, as much as it would be cool for you and the boys, like, you know what I'm saying, to go out of the senior class to finally get y'all back to 1-0, you know what I'm saying? For us, it would be 10 times as worse to go out as a senior class who lost to Carolina. Like, bro, I don't think people that ain't from the state, like, I think there's a lot of rivalries, and I would put this rivalry up there with anyone in the country. Like, there ain't nothing like South Carolina and Clemson. Like, when it's actually like it's going, and this year I think it's going to get back to the point people think this could be a showdown, which it very well could be.
Yep.
And here's the thing, people, that is probably no indictment on Jaylan and my boys. I got a lot of my bros on the team, went to high school with, grew up with from South Carolina, whatever. But playing down there is crazy. The last time we played down there in I think it was 2017 or 2017 or 2018. No, 2017, the time before that one. They was throwing water bottles, batteries, and everything on the field. So if we lose that game, bro, I don't know what can happen.
Nah, most definitely. I think y'all not gonna make it out, man. We probably gonna storm the field for one, and two,
rightfully
we gonna surround them. They gonna surround the buses. So I don't know. Hey, I don't know what y'all gonna do with that situation.
Man, we're gonna see. Look, regardless, we're gonna get a pitch after the game. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna dap you up, regardless of what happens. But I am hoping, you know what I'm saying, if I get this dub, we didn't play last year, I'll be 5-0. And I can clear my head and forever be in peace in South Carolina to say I never lost to the Gamecocks. So we're gonna see, my boy. We're gonna see.
Yeah, for sure. Most definitely. Can't wait.
No doubt. Bro, do you still hoop? You still got it. You know, so my boy, look, he was smooth. Like, he get to the rear, had a nice little J. Do you still got it?
Oh man, it's funny you ask that because the young players ask me that every day. Like, do you still got it? I do. I'm gonna wait till after the season, but
right.
I'm gonna put a little something out there for the world to see me hooping too.
For sure. Gotta keep it, bro.
Yeah.
Football gonna end, bro. We gonna hoop for the rest of our lives. That's what I tell people. Once football done, you gonna catch me in some men's rec league hooping every week.
There you go.
Yeah, bro. Well, bro, thank you for coming on to the podcast, the Players Club. My boy Jaylan Foster having a great year. If you don't know him, literally go check him out. Y'all go tune in to all he's doing. Bro, good luck this weekend against Florida. Then just sign off. What you gotta say? This is the Players Club, bro. Podcast by the players for the people. What you want to tell the people? Anything.
Oh man, I just want to tell them, man, whatever you put your mind to, man, you can do it, man. Keep God first. Keep him at the head of your life. Work hard, and all your dreams are gonna come true.
Salute. Appreciate you, my boy.
Yeah, no problem.
I want to thank my man Jaylan Foster for coming on to the Players Club. It's always cool when you get to see guys you grew up with doing big things at this level. And so big shouts out to him and good luck to him this weekend against Florida in their big time matchup. But you guys, it's time. It's time for your questions. Here we go. Let's do it. All right, first question comes from Onyx down in Columbia, South Carolina. And so she says, what's the best advice you would give to an incoming college football player? And so off the top of my head, I would say these three things. I would say, number one is be about your business from day one. Any college football player that has done well can attest to this. Whether you're coming as a walk-on, you come as a five-star guy, you be about your business, and I feel like it'll make your career as good as it's supposed to be with what you have. So be about your business. Number two is I'll say have fun. Man, I think that's the biggest thing I've learned, especially at Clemson, is like, man, college football is a gift and a blessing if you get to play it. You've made it out of high school. You made it to this level that you've worked so hard for, and it'll be a shame if you didn't have fun. Like, obviously, there's going to be hard times, hard days. That just comes with it. But I would say make sure you're having fun while you're doing it. So be about your business, have fun, and then lastly, man, treat people nice. You never know, like, I don't know, you never know like who you're around or who people are gonna become. Like, who knows who, especially in this coaching football business, man. Everybody knows somebody. So I would say make sure you have a good reputation and you're known as a guy who treated people nice. Because a lot of guys have bad reps, especially football players. So they kind of walk around and think they're all that. And I think just my experience has been, I would tell you guys coming in, hey, be about your business, have fun while you're doing it, man. Treat people nice. That's all I got. There's more, but those are my 3. I think they would serve you well. So there you go. All right, second question comes from Sarah Catherine. She says, how do you ignore what the media and fans say about the team? Does it get to you? Great question. And I would say if you've been following along with us throughout the Players Club, that's something I definitely have addressed, especially this season for me at Clemson, because it hasn't been the normal, ideal playoff, undoubtedly playoff team, national championship contender team. And so there's become a lot of doubts, expectations, a lot of people disappointed and discouraged, especially our fan base and people out there like taking shots at our program. And I would say it's what comes with the territory. So, I mean, I'm not like I've been blessed to be at the top for a long time. And whenever you're not, you know what I'm saying, being perfect or winning every game, there's scrutiny. And some of it's warranted, some of it's not. And so for me, I would say there's no really way to ignore it because you're going to hear it some way, somehow. I think the biggest thing is, man, if you don't like what somebody's saying about you, well, try to do something different. Try to do something better. So I feel like for us, it's always been how are we responding to the adversity? Because it does suck. I mean, nobody wants to lose a game, especially at Clemson. You're not used to losing any games up until maybe the postseason. And so I would just say you try to respond the best way you can, the best way you know how. You go out there and you try to put it all together like each week. I think the biggest thing for us is to not splinter as a team. I think for us, every time there's adverse moments, like I think what makes a great team is us coming together through those moments. And the last thing I would say is just to keep perspective, because at the end of the day, everybody on the outside does not know what's really going on. Like obviously, like they see what they see, and some of it is face value, but a lot of things that happen that are going wrong, really only people on the inside know what the problems are and what needs to be fixed. And so if you listen to too much outside noise, you can get really bogged down and not see it for what it is, because things are never as bad as they appear and never as good as they appear either. So I think that's the biggest thing I've learned just in college football in general is that, man, like people on the outside have a perception of what's going on, but really for you to make sure you're growing and succeeding and trying to get better each and every week, you got to have reality. So I think for us, we really try to make sure we're seeing it for what it is, the problems, we don't run from them. And also some people think that things are going way better than they really are, and we actually know what's really going on. So I think, like I said, man, responding, stay together, and just keep some real perspective, not the stuff that everybody thinks they see, or especially the media. All right, last question. Head to the NFL. My man Will says, who's going to win the Super Bowl? And, all right, here you go. I don't know. And honestly, I was having this conversation. So I do keep up with NFL football, but not like I do college football. So I don't even know, like, I know which teams are really good, and I don't really know where everybody stands. But from what I've seen, I know the Cardinals are having a good season. I know the Packers are having a good season. And I got friends on both teams. So hopefully one of those teams win. I feel like that would make sense. I think it would be cool to see Kyler Murray, Isaiah Simmons, and DeAndre Hopkins in the crew go get them a ring. I feel like the Cardinals have really good colors. I don't know if that counts for anything, but I like their colors. So it'd be cool to go see them get a ring. I think you got Aaron Rodgers, who is a GOAT. My friend Amari Rodgers is on the team doing his thing. So I would love to see Green Bay go get him a ring. And so I don't know. I feel like those two teams probably will have a good chance. They obviously played each other the other day, and we're kind of going neck and neck. So we'll see how it plays out. One day on this podcast, I would love to say the Jaguars have a real chance because my boy's playing down there, and I want to see him get a ring one day at some point. So we'll see. Hey, thank you guys again for sending in questions. Always one of my favorite parts of the show, seriously. And guys, keep sending them in. So you can do that by DMing us on Instagram at the Players Club account, on Twitter, or DM me personally in my personal account to send your questions. But please send them in. Any questions you got, you want to ask me, love to dive into them, love to do that. Also want to thank my guy, Jaylan Foster, for coming onto the show. What an incredible story of just perseverance and now finally getting all the glory and shine that he deserves. And last but not least, thank you guys for listening once again to the Players Club podcast. It means the world to me. Seriously, guys, keep showing love. Share this, like this, comment on this. Subscribe if you haven't subscribed. We're on the road, the journey to 1,000 subscribers. So if you're watching this, you haven't subscribed, subscribe. Come along. Please. Let's do it. But thank you guys. Seriously, thank you. Appreciate you guys so much. And tune in next week. We'll be back better than ever. I promise you. You don't want to miss next week. Peace out.